reflections that lie there in that old curiosity
Well, hello folks, I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, and I'm back in the old kitchen for another kitchen counter thrift haul. Today it's going to be mid-century, as you could well guess, I'm sure, by the items that you see before you. Now, if you hear a little bit of a hissing noise, it's not my false teeth. I need to stop saying that, because people are going to think I have false teeth. I don't. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But what's hissing over here is this coffee pot. Well, it's a teapot. It's actually boiling the water right now. And the reason why I'm doing this for everyone to see, let me slide over here where you can see a little bit better. Nope, blocking the light. Okay, hold the camera still. Today's cup of coffee is brought to you by Japan. Well, the country of Japan. That's who made this little teapot in the 1960s. And roses on the front, and we can see it is steaming away. I don't see, no, but you can see the steam coming out. I was fooled by this thing. Now, this is the second one of these that I have bought and sold, and you would think that with the bird and the little music notes on the top that we'd get some whistling or some singing. Well, it doesn't happen. We've been let down. Nope, that bird is a dud. So I just don't, I'm either doing something wrong or these pots don't sing. I'll let it boil and you'll be able to hear for yourself. But this thing is in excellent condition. I think it was a gift and that was never used because the electrical cord is immaculate. And so is this pot. Let's see if it's boiling yet so we can unplug it. No, it hasn't boiled yet, but we'll just let it go for a minute and then we'll come back again. So, hey, today is September 1st. That means temperatures are going down, at least in this part of the country. So it's soon going to be time for hot coffee and hot tea in the morning. Of course, I do that year-round. And speaking of hot cups of coffee, here is the ThermoServe by West Bend. I've already talked about that, but it's up and running in the Old Curiosity Shop right now. 2 mugs, the matching tray, and the coffee carafe can be yours. Alright, I'm going to unplug this so it will not be hissing at me. And yes, I did just pull it by the cord, and I shouldn't have. I should have reached right up here onto the plug and unplugged it and not ripped it out of the wall by the cord. That was the wrong way to do it, and I know better. So this thing is working perfectly, great for cups of tea and instant coffee. Now let's give glass bake a little love, okay? Why does Pyrex have to get all the attention? Here is a beautiful glass bake casserole. I love many of their patterns, and they have this pebbly effect. Lid is excellent, and so is the casserole. Wonderful blue color. which you may or may not be able to see. And there's no nasty old baked on food residue on this either. It's all set for your green bean casserole. Anchor Hocking, and of course that's from the 60s. Anchor Hocking made these from the late 40s into the 60s. We love them in jadeite green, but you'll find them in ivory, peach luster, and there's even some very rare examples in the Philby pattern, the clear sapphire blue glass with the Philby pattern. Those things go for maybe about $50 per mug. I've only had one in my life. Here are 3 in the white color, the nice D handle and Anchor Hocking on the bottom. And it's now just saying oven proof instead of Fire King. So this is really near the end of the run for these. The older ones are going to say Fire King on the bottom. But this here with the anchor inside of the square is going to be near the end of the production for these. So 3 of those in really good shape. And then these little guys, here is a set of 6. They often came in a little metal rack so that you could take these out to the tea table. And they do exactly what they say. They hold the bag. Cute little things made in Japan, and I like this set because it will stand up on its own. So if you have a shelf, you can stand them up and decorate a little kitchen shelf with them. I have 6, and it looks like these are lemons and apples, I suppose. There are a few little flea bites, and I will use the term flea bite because they're very small, not much more than the size of a head of a pin. This isn't expensive ceramic, folks, and these things got thrown in kitchen drawers and whatnot, so just a few flea bites, but no cracks and nothing broken or repaired on any of them. Franciscan ivy, salt and pepper shaker there. The corks, whoa, are not missing. That cork has been shoved up inside. I need to try to get that out. I'll see what I can do about that. But those are in good shape. Whew, I'm glad that teapot has quieted itself down now. Let's get these leaves out of the way. They won't be green for much longer. They're going to start turning colors and falling off. Now these things have been reproduced, and they made these in Taiwan recently. Well, not recently, but within, I guess the 80s or the 90s. This is going to be an original one that goes back farther than that, probably into the 60s. The reproductions will say Taiwan on the bottom. This does not. There's nothing on it, and you can sort of tell by the crazing of this glaze and the way the old cold painted red paint has chipped off that this is going to be an older one. He's in really good condition, and he's got all 4 of his measuring spoons. Now, every time I refer to a chicken as a him, H-I-M, I have to go back and say, yes, I know that hens and roosters are chickens. Hens are girls, roosters are boys. You may refer to this dude or dudess, if she happens to be a chicken, if you'd like, using any one of those terms. So we'll just say rooster, hen, chicken, and we'll cover the whole thing. Okay? And the spoons are great. These little plastic things. I love it. Useful and cute for a vintage kitchen. We're going to get to the Tower of Pyrex back there, but let's talk about these dishes. And buying random dishes isn't something that I do on a regular basis, but sometimes I like to try new things and learn new patterns. This is a pattern I'd never seen before, and I like it. Very mid-century. I have 3 10-inch dinner plates, 3 7-inch dessert or salad plates, and 3 6-inch cereal bowls, not counting this wonderful tab handle here on the side. The pattern is called Blue Ice. Very mid-century, and it's made by the Royal China Company here in the United States of America. I like these. They're in really good condition, and they weren't that expensive for me to purchase in the thrift shop, so I thought I'd give them a whirl. If that's your pattern, I've got some here in really good shape. Now the Pyrex, I won't go into too much detail. We're all familiar pretty much with the butter print pattern, the sandalwood color here with the ivy, the American pattern, the garland, snowflake, or whatever it's called, and then the friendship up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of Pyrex there, and they're all listed in the old Curiosity Shop. If any of those patterns happen to be yours, here they are. And then finally, this is going to be a quick video, back here 2 cute little things, a kitchen wall pocket with every rising of the sun. Think that your life has just begun. Probably made in Japan in the 60s. Spot to put a couple of flowers in there. Hang that on the kitchen wall. You know what this reminds me of? My grandmother, one of my grandmothers, on Palm Sunday, she would, and your grandmother did this, you already know what I'm going to say, she'd bring the palm home and twist it and stick it down in something like this, and it would hang on the kitchen wall for a year until the following Easter season, when it would come out, and the palms would be burnt to be used on Ash Wednesday, and then a new palm would be put down in. Did any of your grandparents save palms from Palm Sunday week after year after year? And then look at this, as if it is a 1930s Hoosier cabinet. Cute little teapot there. And this teapot is begging to be damaged, right? But it is not. There's not a speck of damage on it anywhere, and I've really gone over this thing. No chips at all on the spout or the handle. We can see, so we have a meat grinder and a some bowls, rolling pin, and it's unmarked, but it's probably Japan. Here's the lid. Now, one of the things that I did notice, which was somewhat odd, is I know it's the original lid. It's very loose fitting. There's no indication that there was a cork around this, but you can see the lid is very loose fitting. But I have no indication at all that it's a replacement lid. Even the unevenness of the gilding around the lid is the same as around the perimeter of the works of what would have been a porcelain top. I'm sure it's the right lid. It's just very loose fitting. And then I also studied this. You might be looking at this. This just appears to be something that occurred during manufacture. This would have been probably a bubble that burst, or just a little spot in and also where the glaze didn't cover all the way. But we can see that there was obviously nothing on there. It's just a little imperfection during its manufacture. So I don't know that you'd use it as a teapot, probably just for kitchen decor decoration. But wow, really good shape. So we've talked about the dishes and the Pyrex and the salt and pepper shakers, the mugs, the rooster chicken hen, these things, the wonderful glass baked casserole, and this wonderful pot here, and the water is nice and hot, so I am going to use it to make myself an instant coffee right now. Now, I'm staying on this side of the camera today, so I'll back up for a minute and just tell you, I know in the last video I promised you that on September 1st, today, that I'd have some information. What I really am going to do is just tell you about some specials that are going to come up in the month of September. Hopefully I'll get everything taken care of, and in the next video I'll be able to tell you what you can look forward to. Alright, so everything you see here is listed in the old Curiosity Shop. Today is Monday, September the 1st. I'll be back this week with more videos, thrift hauls and shopping videos, so be sure to stay tuned. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Scott from the old Curiosity Shop saying so long for now.